Alright guys, today's video is about this Ford F250. It is freezing out here today. It's overcast and just bitterly cold. It's cold. This thing is not running great. Well, upon idle, once it warm up, it's fine. And I'll show you guys what's the problem, but let me show you guys first and foremost what it sounds like on cold start. I haven't started in a few days. Idling okay right now. Just give it some gas. Now, you guys hear that? It sounds terrible. Let me mount the camera so you guys can see when I give it gas. Okay, I'm gonna give it gas. I'm gonna give it gas now. There's a couple of issues wrong with this truck. Today we're going to be addressing one, the first issue that's not allowing it to stay idle upon cold start. But the main issue, I'm actually fixing that and filming that right now. We're going to address that later. But if you're dealing with the first issue, this should help you out significantly. What I'm about to show you guys. The second issue is a common problem, and we're going to go through that as well. All right, we just turn the key forward. Scanner on. Let's check for codes. Oh wow, we got a code. This is the first time that I'm getting a code on this vehicle after starting it numerous times since it's been setting up and it's been running crappy. But this code is related to the second issue that I'm going to address in the next video. I'll show you guys the parts of it in a second. But yeah, this code is definitely the issue with the second problem with this vehicle. Okay guys. F250, F350, it's 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, exact same engine, same setup. This is a 2003, that's a year 2000. I haven't started this truck up in 2 weeks, or maybe longer. This is how it should start. So we're gonna make this one run the same way. Let me show you guys the problem. Got the light back there already. The idle control valve is having issues on this vehicle. There it is right here. So we're gonna try a quick fix today, guys. And you know what? Let me show you guys a little bit more detail about this sensor, what we're gonna try to do today, and the products we're gonna use to fix this. Hopefully, really quick, without removing anything, without removing much. We're gonna remove this throttle body cover and this air filter hose. Super simple. And we're gonna try something out today. I've done it a few times on other 5.4s. I've had multiple 5.4 engines, so I know these things pretty good. So guys, here's the part in detail. This is the exact part on both vehicles. Here's the idle control valve. This is the sensor that's causing issues. There's a few ways you can go about this. You can remove this entire setup, which consists of 8mm bolts. There. Or this is also a bolt for the bracket, for the throttle cable, and I believe the passenger cable. And just a couple of sensors, the throttle position sensor, a couple hoses, one slide off. This was cut, easy to pull off with some pliers. Remove this clamp, or you can go about it just removing the idle control sensor itself and cleaning it or replacing it. All it requires is 8mm bolt. You gotta get your hands back here, come in on that angle and go back here with it. This is a 1/4" drive setup, 8mm. Use a 1/4" drive ratchet or a stubby 1/4" drive, which will ultimately, this is really good to use back there. A stubby one, a real small one, to get back there and work it best you can, especially with this bottom one, which seems to be the headache, to remove this back here because you have limited space. This is a working part. This part came off a low mileage vehicle, although it doesn't look like it. I think the vehicle had like 60-some thousand miles, and I've had it for a while. But yeah, the problem is this. So what we're gonna try to do, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what we're gonna try to do. Oh, let me show you guys this. Even if you just wanted to remove the throttle body and clean the throttle body, because we're gonna clean that as well on the vehicle. We're gonna do it on the vehicle. 8mm as well. There's one here, 8mm. There's one right there. Same thing. Super easy to get to. They're very easy to get to. Look at that. I'm on one. That's one. You own it. There's the other one. So, and you could just remove the throttle body, clean it, spray down in there, clean that. But we're gonna try to clean both of them while they're on the vehicle. I'll show you guys what we're gonna use, and if we can just flip this hose off, flathead screwdriver. You may have to break the seal with some pliers. Get back there with some pliers and break the seal off, just to wiggle this hose off. There's no clamp on it, and spray down there now with some throttle body cleaner. But that's what we're gonna do. Let me show you guys the product we're gonna use and what we need to aim at to clean both, especially this guy here. We're gonna blast it. So we're gonna be using this. This is what you need to buy. I've done this before too, guys, some years ago. Throttle body cleaner. I've never used a specialist, but this stuff's supposed to be really good. This was about $6.98 on Amazon right now. I have the links in the description box. And you want this. You want to get some of this gum out. Even if your vehicle is running good, it's great to drop a can of this in the gas tank of those engines every so often to keep it running peak. This stuff is amazing too. So we're going to use both of these today. You can use this, the straw with this, but we're going to use, I'm going to take this top off and put it on here because we're going to really get down in there. We're going to blast all down in there really hard. So the first thing we're going to do, let's get out here and pour this in the gas tank. But let me show you guys, before we go outside, let me show you guys where you want to aim at. All right, so look at the orientation. Look at the orientation of this IAC sensor. Look at it. We open it. We're gonna clean all this. We're gonna clean this first before we open it. We're gonna open, turn this as far as it can go, as far as it can extend. Look down in there, guys. You see that hole? It's just right there. I'm trying to get the light in there for you guys. Let me prop something to hold this open so you guys can see the hole. We're just aiming in that direction. You can see it right there. There it is right there. We're aiming in that direction. Look at our orientation. We're going to blast down inside of there, and it's going to blast off in there. Ultimately, that stuff is so powerful, it's going to clean out this really, really good, and the stuff should just run down inside the intake. We're going to let it dry, then we're going to start the vehicle. It's not going to mess up anything. I've done this numerous times. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to add some of this. So let's do this right now before we get started on removing that air filter housing. Although this video is about the Ford pickup truck or the Ford truck, these two products will work on any vehicle. I've used them on a multitude of vehicles to increase gas mileage and ultimately engine performance. So I would use this on any vehicle, or gas or diesel engine, or tractor, anything that you can use these products on. It will help significantly. If you're doing this to another vehicle besides the truck or the Ford truck, just remove the air duct to the throttle body and just spray in there really, really well. You don't have to aim for a desired sensor like we're doing with this truck. Just spray all down into that throttle body and clean it really well. And ultimately, it'll help with emissions as well as MPG for any vehicle. Just clean it out well. And don't forget to add the gum out to the fuel system, because that's a vital component to this process if you want your engine running at its best. So you see the top hose? This top hose runs directly to the idle air control valve. It runs directly there. Open this up. We're gonna pry this open. We're gonna hold this open, guys. We're gonna wedge something in there to hold this open. I'll show you guys what we're gonna do. And we're gonna spray down in there super good. Remember what we're aiming for. Let me get the light too. We're gonna blast down in there, guys. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see directly the hole I need to aim at. I'll get the light propped up in a little better position, but we're gonna clean all this out really good. Just trying to be a little bit innovative here. Using this to hold the long flat blade screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, holding that down, wedging out. I'll show you guys exactly what I did. Come in there, just wedges in there, so I'll get under there, and we're gonna spray in there really, really good. Let me change these out really quick. Make sure you wear safety glasses. Aim the nozzle away, pull it up, pop that up. Same length, same exact nozzle, same can. Test. Quick test. Off to the side. All right. This is garbage. Let's blast in there right now. Make sure you have on glasses, guys. Safety glasses. Clean the throttle body first, and let's aim for that spot. Look at that, I've cleaned out there super good, so I'm not gonna pull that hose off in the back. I've had major success like this before. Look how clean that is already. So remember, you see our hole, we're gonna aim for that hole and blast off in there. There go our hole. Look how clean it is already. So we're gonna blast in even more. Look at where I'm aiming at, guys. Look at where I'm at, how I'm positioned. I'm blasting. Way down in there. I'm just blasting, guys. That's enough. I sprayed maybe half the can out. That's enough for right now. It's gonna dry off. It's gonna dissolve. I'll leave that open so it help it evaporate or dry up really quickly. This stuff dries extremely fast, so we'll leave that open, let the air flow through it to dry that out. What it's gonna do upon initial startup is run rough. It's gonna run rough idle. It's gonna run rough, really rough, because we just sprayed all that stuff in there and cleaned all those carbon deposits from off those parts. So all that carbon is run down in the engine. It's gonna burn completely off. It's a normal cycle. Like I said, we're just gonna let this stuff dissolve out. It dries extremely fast, so you're not gonna hurt anything. It's sensor safe. This stuff is amazing. It's not gonna hurt anything. So let's take a look now and see if we can look down in there. I'm gonna wipe in the throttle body though. I'm gonna take a rag and wipe inside the throttle body. So I'll spray a little bit more. Look how clean it is in there, guys. It looked like new. Let me try to position this. Man, cleaned off in there super good. Look at that, guys. Those walls was black. Look how clear those ports are and those valleys. Most importantly, in that sensor. Look at that. I'm getting down in there now. Look inside that port. Look at that. Look at that. I got this old microfiber cloth rag, guys. I'm gonna spray a little bit more, just a little bit around the throttle body, clean that out. Okay, we're pretty clean. So I'll pop this open, let some wind blow through it. It's pretty windy out here. It's extremely cold. It's cold. It's about 20, we're in the 20s today. It's very cold and windy, so not a good combination. We'll let this dry out. We'll attach this back. I'm going to do everything in one motion. Let it sit for about an hour. Come back, start it. Let it run. If this doesn't work, that sensor needs to be replaced. The IAC sensor needs to be replaced. The IAC valve needs to be replaced if this doesn't work. But I've had an extremely high success rate with this. Let me pop this back open and we'll let some air circulate through here. So we'll let some air circulate through there, guys, and we'll be back in real shortly. Also, this is the perfect time to check your air filter. Air filter is pretty new in here, really good, so that's a good thing. I had a spare on standby. Okay, guys, it's been about an hour and a half, maybe. Let's put everything back together and see what we got. Let's start up. We're still running. I haven't stopped it. We're gonna start it right now. All in one motion. I'm expecting it to run rough out of the gate and then clear up. Running better already, guys. I'm expecting this to clear up. I'm expecting that noise to clear up. This is how it should be. No lights. I haven't disconnected the battery or anything. We're just gonna let it run. We're gonna let it run. So let the chemicals in that gum out. We're gonna let that work. We're gonna let it run. We're gonna let it run, guys. Let me see if there's a timer here so you guys can see. It says 10:44. I haven't said it. It's not 10:44, but we're gonna let it run. we did it. We'll be back out here on another cold start tonight. It's getting dark on me. But let's go for a test drive. This thing is running great. I gotta fix this gear selector too, guys. I got a video on my channel because this gear selector is off. It's off. I got a video on my channel for this particular fix. It's an easy fix. This gear selector is off, and I know what the issue is. It's a common problem with these trucks. So let's go for a spin. You guys can see we've been running for almost an hour. It's just getting dark on me out here. Man, we got power, guys. Shifting smooth. Great throttle response. No lights. All the gauges are fine. Man, we got power. This thing is running smooth. There's a lake over there. Running smooth, running smooth, running smooth. Feels good. That new shock tower I installed rides great. Yeah, we're approaching the stop sign. Brakes feel good. Stop sign. We're idling perfect. All right, guys, we're back at the house. Running amazing. It's running amazing, guys. Running amazing. Notice the gas hand, guys. I didn't have much gas in here, which ultimately helps our situation due to a more concentrated product going through the fuel system, helping alleviate those carbon deposits or getting rid of them. I'll close this video out. I'll show you guys some things on the that's on the can that's I want to note, and then we'll close this video out. But guys, I waited till the next day so I can just have a real cold start. It's freezing out here. Since I started yesterday morning, started this process, might as well wait till a full day opposed to me coming out late last night trying to get a start so you guys can see more better this morning. Brought my digital thermometer so you guys can see that we're cold. That's the temperature of the engine. You guys see it's running much better. much better. Although the truck is running much better, this thing is running extremely lean. Look at these fuel trim values. Look at the short-term and long-term fuel trim, guys. And watch what happens when I give it throttle, when I give it gas. In a few seconds. Here we go. We're gonna give it gas right now. Look how the values drop, guys. Look how the values drop. That lets me know we have a bad vacuum leak somewhere, and it's causing this thing to run extremely lean. So we're gonna address that in the next video. I know exactly what it is. I'm working on it now. Alright guys, in closing with this video, I've always been a huge fan of gum out. I've always thought they led the way in products like this. This stuff is great. It's good to use it on a regular, and many benefits from it. Most importantly, increase in gas mileage. Like I said, gum out has always led the way on these products for me. Remember just being a kid, seeing my dad use it. I actually had a vintage can from back in his day when I was a kid. This is Phil. This is a brand new can of carbon choke cleaner, and I guarantee it still works. Look at this, guys. This is a new can. This is a 13-ounce can. Show you guys. It's still loaded, full can of gum out. But I wonder if you just kind of have it for. Remember when I was a kid and my dad was using this stuff on the regular. But to me, they've led the way. I also want to note, this one entire can treat up to 21 gallons, as I say, per the directions. And you can also put in the oil. I've never done that with this. Just always use it for fuel treatment. But you can put in the oil as well. It's an internal engine use product only. It's oxygen sensor safe, which is also important. But just want to note those few things. Not trying to drag this video out. But yeah, pick up some of this stuff. It's dirt cheap on Amazon. And it's just great to use. Even if you don't use it on the regular, every so often, drop a can of this just to get an increase in gas mileage, especially for these ridiculous gas prices of today. So, hope you guys found this video helpful. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like the content I'm posting, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys be notified when I do upload new content. Terrence, I'm out.